Rachel Jones is the online managing editor at the Daily Tar Heel, but will take over as editor-in-chief in the fall. Like any journalist, Jones enjoys working at a paper that she says gives her the freedom to cover what she wants.
Something that we really value here at the Daily Tar Heel and that we've maintained for the past several decades is complete editorial independence.
Though the paper is prestigious, the Daily Tar Heel is going through a financial crisis. Printing is expensive, and advertising revenue is down. The Daily Tar Heel self-reported a loss of just over $300,000 during the fiscal year of 2016. The money troubles have led to the paper cutting staff and moving from their bigger offices on East Rosemary Street to a much smaller but affordable space on East Franklin Street. The money troubles have also led to whispers about merging the Daily Tar Heel with the UNC School of Media and Journalism, which theoretically could save the paper in the future. But Jones says keeping the paper's independence is important, and being a part of the university would bring lots of problems in covering certain controversial stories.
I mean, we do a lot of reporting on UNC and the ways that UNC screws up, you know? It's the biggest institution of power that we cover, and therefore it's the institution that we kind of run into the most conflict with.
UNC School of Media and Journalism Dean Susan King says there have been no talks with the Daily Tar Heel about a merger, but gave suggestions she's heard from alums in lieu of one.
Maybe it has to go back to those days when student fees brought in the money for the DTH, when students did not get paid, when there were no paid members of the staff.
To help cut costs, the DTH has gone from printing 5 days a week now down to only 3 days a week. The more recent DTHs are now even smaller than the originals, also to help save money.
People learned that the entire sort of reserve of more than $1 million was spent down during the last couple of troubling years. That's a huge amount of money that was lost that makes people feel very sad.
Maya Ward, a university desk reporter for the Daily Tar Heel, has written an article on the school dealing with sexual assault on campus. Ward feels not only could being a part of the university make covering stories more difficult, but it could also ruin the paper's integrity.
Being merged with the journalism school, I feel like that would not necessarily make us biased, but it might make our readership question where our intentions are coming from.
As Jones walks around the Daily Tar Heel office to advise her staff now and in the future, the financial issues will continue to be in the back of her mind. But money troubles or not, Jones says she does not want a merger with the university, and freedom is important for the paper to thrive as much as money.
The only real upside that I would see would be the financial security, and that's a giant upside. But I don't think that it's worth the loss of freedom and independence.
For now, it really isn't known just how long the Daily Tar Heel will be able to stay afloat. In Chapel Hill, I'm Timothy Jones Jr. reporting.